In this video, I'll cover today's Nalcott New Year stream. The developers aim to make game feel alive and constantly evolving. That's why they're introducing the Visional Wheel system, a feature that will bring new gameplay and combat mechanics to every scenario server alongside rule changes. Each Visional Wheel cycle will last 2 to 3 months. As new visions appear, scenarios will transform accordingly. To keep things fresh, new weapon builds will also drop with every Visional Wheel update. The first Visional Wheel, called Lunar Oracle, launches on January 16th. Under its influence, a blood moon will rise at twilight, causing strange effects across the wilderness. Enemies and metas will gain a unique status effect. Deviants will become much stronger, while metas lose sanity. Players can restore sanity only by defeating enemies. There's also a high-risk, high-reward mechanic, where lower HP increases material yield from gathering, mining, and defeating deviants. Additionally, the Blood Moon will unlock new game modes and spawn mystical crates containing rare morphed deviations and red crystals, which can be used to craft exclusive items for territory collections. 3 new weapons will debut with Lunar Oracle. Terminal Pulse is a crossbow that converts deviated particles into orb lightning attacks. Primal Rage allows players to use HP to fire reserve ammo under specific conditions. Hazardous Object introduces a powerful and versatile hand grenade. With these additions, Nalcott is becoming an increasingly dynamic world. Developers are also making changes to both PvE and PvP scenarios to keep gameplay engaging. Starting with PvE, they're addressing issues in existing scenarios like the Way of Winter, which has been criticized for its lack of repeatable late-game content, and the Chaos Weaver mechanic. They're committed to fixing these problems and are designing new gameplay elements around the temperature mechanic, targeted for release in the first half of 2025. Manibus, the first PvE scenario, has been praised for its balance and its role as a tutorial for new players. However, developers want to expand its concept with a new scenario called Purification. This will feature dynamic pollution events, requiring players to purify zones and restore the environment. Player actions will influence the scenario's progress, leading to multiple endings. Another PvE scenario in development, tentatively titled Deviation, focuses on the game's popular deviations. It will integrate deviations into environmental rules, enhancing exploration and adding mechanics for raising and fusing deviations. Players will be able to form teams for deviation battles and compete in tournaments. This scenario will also introduce new deviations when it launches. Both scenarios are scheduled for release in the third quarter of 2025, and developers are inviting players to share feedback during pre-development. In PvP, Evolution's Call will see improvements to Stronghold Conquest registration, changes to pacing for better intensity, and ongoing server optimizations for stability. In Prismverse's Clash, they're tackling issues like faction imbalance, cheating, and terrain bugs. Updates will include a reporting system, an anti-cheat mechanism, and features to help losing factions make a comeback while preserving fairness. A new PvP scenario, Broken, is also on the horizon. Designed for an unrestricted PvP experience, this scenario will feature ambushes, territory raids, and open-world combat. Lasting just 10 days, it emphasizes team tactics and individual skill rather than character progression. Players will compete for powerful resources like airdrops, which can be used to craft superweapons that significantly impact the scenario. Battles for these resources will shape the scenario's multiple endings. All new scenarios will be tested on early access servers for about 2 months to collect player feedback and ensure they're polished before release. These updates promise to redefine gameplay with fresh challenges and opportunities. The mobile version of Once Human will officially launch globally in April 2025, after overcoming significant challenges in adapting the game for mobile devices. Developers have worked hard to optimize performance, especially for low-end devices, ensuring the mobile experience matches the PC version. Simultaneously, they're working on bringing the game to mainstream consoles, with updates on the console launch timeline expected soon. For players wanting more control, Custom server functionality is in development and will roll out in 2 phases during the first half of 2025. Initially, players will be able to adjust scenario difficulty through various parameters. Later, advanced customization will enable adjustments to tasks, storylines, enemies, and treasures for unique, personalized scenarios. Starting January 16, 2025, players can change their character's gender, with cosmetics automatically converting to match. A long-requested feature to hide backpacks will also arrive in the first quarter of 2025, giving players more freedom in character appearance. 2 new systems, Stellar Stairway and the Collection Level system, are launching today. The Stellar Stairway simplifies earning StarChroms, decoupling them from specific scenarios, so players can earn up to 66,000 StarChroms per month across all activities, including Eternaland. Rewards unlock in 4 phases each month, making the process straightforward. A one-time bonus of 36,000 StarChroms is available now, with 30,000 more to earn this month. Meanwhile, the collection level system adds meaning to gathering blueprints, unlocking cosmetics, and other rewards like camouflage and keyword effects to showcase player achievements. A new guitar instrument is being introduced, allowing players to play music anywhere, unlike the territory-bound piano. Building enthusiasts can look forward to significant upgrades in Eternaland throughout 2025. Escape room components will launch on January 16th, enabling players to create intricate puzzles and traps, such as laser sensors and floor traps. These components can even include dangerous enemies to challenge players further. By March, additional features will support designing PvP or PvE shooting minigames, while racing and party game components are also in development. These updates aim to transform Eternaland into a playground for creativity, with even more features and incentives planned for the future. The festive spirit is alive in Nalcott as the new year approaches, making it the perfect time to revamp your territory, try out fresh outfits, or host a countdown party with your friends. Alongside the celebrations, you can dive into challenges together. With today's update, the Path of Dawn has been added to the shop, marking the first round of bounty challenges. If you're up for it, pick a bounty, complete the challenge, and show off your achievements. Keeping the holiday vibes alive, the new Hype Party cosmetic set arrives tomorrow, featuring a trendy dinosaur ready to light up an arcade-themed party. If that sounds puzzling, don't worry. The magical Wish-O-Matic will guide you through. Looking ahead, the post-holiday season promises big updates. Under the glow of the blood moon, a mysterious letter will invite players to a deep and complex conflict. When spring arrives, new Eternaland game modes, morphed deviations, and fresh recipes will make their debut. The atmosphere might be festive or fraught with conflict, as a snake-like hunter waits in the shadows. Next year also brings an array of exciting cosmetic themes, including battlefield-inspired gear, Eastern fighting suits, and, just in time for Valentine's Day, a stunning evening gown. Later in the year, classic architectural styles from Eastern and Western traditions will arrive, along with new ways to use cosmetics that let you shape your own narrative. It's all about new year, new look. On the technical side, visual improvements are on the way. Expect optimized lighting effects and updated character postures to enhance immersion. An old friend, V, might even be getting a makeover, but details on that are being kept under wraps. Additionally, today's update expands the building material packs available in the shop at no extra cost. Players who have already purchased these packs will receive the expansion items automatically looking into next year. Further improvements to the shop and events are planned, aiming to create an even richer gaming experience. Stay tuned for more updates. That's it from developer news, so now it's time for my take on the live stream and all the upcoming changes. Let's start with the new feature, the Visional Wheel, which is arriving on January 16, 2025. This will be the only new content for the next few months, but it looks promising since it will impact all current scenarios, if I understood correctly. I like the approach of refreshing the game without adding completely new content, as this can still make things exciting and engaging. It's a clever way to bring some fresh air into the game. Regarding the upcoming scenarios planned for the third quarter of 2025, there's still plenty of time before we get more information. However, based on what I saw during the stream, the ideas for the new scenarios, Purification, Deviation, and Broken, seem intriguing. The concept of a heavily polluted scenario with an unknown ending is particularly fascinating. The idea that players might impact how the server's story concludes opens the door for something truly epic. Who knows? Someone might find a unique way to make an unforgettable event happen. As for the second PvE scenario focusing on deviations, I absolutely love this idea. It reminds me of being a kid and enjoying Pokemon battles, so this concept has a lot of appeal. I can't wait to try it out myself on the early access servers. For the new PvP scenario, Broken, I like that it's fast-paced. A 10-day PvP mode with dynamic fights, ambushes, and unpredictable events sounds exciting. Even though I'm not a big PvP fan, I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. Now, about the new weapons. I think all the upcoming additions look great, but my favorite has to be the crossbow. I love that playstyle, but I hope the devs take the opportunity to tune crossbows and bows. Right now, these builds feel underpowered. We have only one legendary crossbow build, and it's far from competitive. For example, these weapons can't use any good legendary ammo. Maybe it's time to introduce new accessories and ammunition to enhance these weapons. On to the mobile release in April. I'll definitely try it at launch, but for now, playing on mobile isn't ideal for me. It feels laggy, and my phone overheats quickly. Since my phone is about 4 years old, I'm hoping for optimizations to make the experience smoother. I'm looking forward to seeing how they improve performance for older devices. Next, private servers are a huge addition. I think this will attract many players. People love creating their own worlds, and now everyone who's been asking for this feature can feel heard. It's great to see developers listening to the community. In my opinion, how well a team communicates with its players is what separates good games from bad ones. As for changes like the gender switch and the backpack hide feature, they're nice to have, even though I wasn't personally in need of them. I know many players have been asking for these features, so it's good to see those requests fulfilled. Now let's talk about the system revamps, like the Stellar Stairway and the Collection system. I really like the direction they're taking. Removing the pressure to maximize StarChrom will allow players to enjoy the game at their own pace. On top of that, I'm a fan of the new cosmetic rewards, like nameplates and weapon effects. I'm curious to see how they'll look in-game, but hopefully they won't cause any crashes. Finally, the smaller additions like the new instrument, more building components, escape rooms, and shooting minigames are solid steps to combat boredom. These updates will surely appeal to players who love building. I'm looking forward to seeing some incredible building blueprints. Maybe I'll finally be able to trade for something impressive. Honestly, I'm not great at building, so I'd rather pay for a house blueprint than try to make one myself. To wrap it up, I hope the Visional Wheel adds enough fresh content to keep players engaged until the new scenarios arrive. For now, that's it from me. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. If you enjoy my content, consider liking, subscribing, or joining my YouTube membership for exclusive perks. Huge thanks to my YouTube supporters, Damian Rzadkowski, Klister, Gerard, and Vitkrik. Your contributions help me improve and grow the channel even more. Thanks again, and happy holidays!